with Art Cyclery, and welcome to this week's vlog. Let's jump into it. We've got the new Michelin Pro4 tire. This is the replacement of the Michelin Pro3 and also the Michelin Crank. They've done a few things, definitely updated it and made it better for sure. Let's start with it. The two major differences of the Pro4 over the Pro3 is that the Pro4 has a new pointed profile. So instead of the tread crown essentially having a real rounded profile, it almost has kind of a point. I don't know if you can see that, but you might be able to see that in the camera. But what they've done by giving it this pointed profile is they actually increase the tread contact patch through the corners. So, you know, when you lean the bike over a little bit more, it's just putting more rubber on the ground. And that's always a good thing, of course. Using a new dual compound also, they've managed to increase the grip in the wet by 16%. And they've increased the tread life of the tire. So, essentially, the Pro4 is grippier, lasts longer than a Pro3, and it's just as light as ever. They're about 200 grams, and the durability remains, you know, just as good as ever too. So that's the new Michelin Pro4 service course tires. Whoops. Next, another tire, brand new tire from Vittoria. This is the Diamante Pro Radiale, and like the name kind of suggests, the biggest technology about this tire is radial casing. Now, for those of us who don't really know what radial casing is, I mean, I've heard it in the automotive world before, but never really kind of understood what that actually meant. What most tires do is the casing plies, which is the thread plies underneath the rubber, they go at almost a 45 degrees, kind of like that, and they go across the tire all the way. Well, radial casing, the plies run basically perpendicular to the direction the tire rotates. So the plies are going this way. And what that does is it increases the tire's suppleness. It makes the tire much more supple and increases its ability to absorb small imperfections in the road. Because of this, the Radiale's increased suppleness, Vittoria chose to make this in a 22 and a 24. And the advantages there is that the 22 rides just like a 23 and the 24 rides just like a standard 25 because of how much more supple they are. But by going to a smaller tire in the 22 and 24, they're able to decrease the weight quite a bit. So the 25 weighs about 197 grams, which is really nice because essentially you're able to run a tire that is as supple as a standard, you know, really nice 25C tire, but it weighs less than 200 grams, which is basically unheard of in the bike world. So that's the Vittoria Diamante Pro Radiale tire. Let's check those out. Next we have a really cool updated saddle from San Marco. We're excited to have San Marco on board. They're just a classic saddle company that has always been at the forefront of technology and just a really, really good premium quality always coming out of their factory in Italy. So this is the Concor, and the Concor is a famous saddle in San Marco's saddle history. You know, Lance Armstrong was famous for riding a Concor, and but they've updated it recently. And what they did was they gave it a little bit more of a dip to increase pelvic support back here, and then right here in the center, the old Concor had more of a triangular shape. This one's been thinned out a little bit to increase thigh movement. So it's basically just going to be a lot easier to pedal on one of these. The new base structure was designed so that they could handle and support a cutout down the center or a channel relief area. So all in all, the new Concors are going to be more comfortable than the old Concor. It's got a rounded shape. It's pretty wide in the nose still for when you're off the front, and 134 width in the back. It's going to fit most sit bones, and just a really nice saddle. So check those out if you are into having a rounded saddle and and like to have a cutout, this is going to be a great option. They also make them without the cutout too. So that's the Selle San Marco Concor racing saddle. And now the long wait is over. We finally have the new Crank Brothers Mallet Pedals in stock. So let's dive right in. The mallet update is very cool. They've gone to a composite body on most of these, and then on the 2 and the 3 they share aluminum. So the new mallet uses a composite 2-piece body. You've got the 2 pieces here, and then you've got the stamped steel wings here, and across the line they all use the exact same chromoly spindle, which is very cool because it's a forged chromoly spindle, so they're strong, and even on their entry-level pedals you're getting, you know, a quality piece. The 1 comes with bushings and a cartridge bearing. Now on the 2, when you jump to the 2 pedal, the 2 basically is the same as a 1, but it has the alloy outer body. So this one is just quite a bit lighter than the Crank Brothers Mallet 1 pedal. And then we have the Mallet 3, and this is their top of the line model. This is actually the pedal that Danny Hart won the World Championships on, so that's pretty cool. So it's got the same spindle, same composite inner body, outer body's alloy, but the wings here are cast steel, so they're a bit stronger and a bit lighter. And then you've also got needle bearings and a cartridge bearing. So there's no bushings in this pedal, so it actually rolls and should be a little bit more durable. So that's the Crank Brothers Mallet 3, and these are all the Crank Brothers Mallet pedals. We have them all in stock, so check those out. And I'm Brad with Art Cyclery, so thanks for checking out this week's vlog. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@artcyclery.com, and my email is brad@artcyclery.com. Thanks for watching.